Hey guys, welcome back to GamePlayX4. Another Friday night, chilling here with the homies yet again. Before we start the podcast, I want to give a few announcements. You are welcome to always subscribe to our channel. Leave any comments down below of any conversations we're gonna have tonight. And with that being said, let's start the show today. How you guys doing?
Chilling,
Chilling.
killing.
Dead.
Lots of villains.
I'm dead tired.
I'm just chilling, man. It's been a busy, not that busy of a week. It's been a busy last 2 days, but you know,
Mm,
same old, same old.
same old schedule.
Yeah, I'm almost done with Metroid finally. So
I thought you finished that last week though.
nope, I
Jesus
haven't
Christ.
touched that game in like 2 months. So I'm almost done actually. So finally, that's like the only game I played this whole year.
The only game.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a fake
I mean,
gamer.
you
And
gotta play
Digimon.
more where
Technically, if you count Digimon's game, then yeah,
card game, card game, card game. Let's
it's
go.
still a game,
It is
Card,
still
not
a
a
game.
video game.
a card game.
So,
When people ask you how many games you play, Digimon.
Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. Nope, sorry,
you're
Digimon.
raising your hand, Andres?
No.
Yeah, wait, have you guys played any games? I know Ruin hasn't. Well, I haven't seen him yet, but
No, I haven't played no games.
None
no,
whatsoever.
no, well, no,
Oh,
you
I'm
too.
lying. I played Metroid and I played the Overwatch 2 beta.
Yeah, but that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Three
it was
weeks.
like 3 weeks ago,
Three weeks.
a month ago.
Uh,
Yeah, about 3 weeks. Yeah.
I'm just down to if we could play like Mario Strikers when it come out.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what?
oh, we
I'm
definitely in
I'm
that.
I'm lying. Josh came over with Ruben and we played Mortal Kombat.
Oh
That's
yeah,
So
we did play
true.
Mortal Kombat, huh?
yeah, we
That's
played
true.
played Mortal Kombat X and 11.
Bro, that's a
That's
count. We
true.
played like 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was one day I actually was at your house all day and we were just playing fighting games all day.
yeah, that's
That's
true.
right. That's
I
right.
got
I forgot about that.
Well, I know
We were
we like talking about Mortal Kombat. Obviously, we're gonna touch upon the new um, what's it called? What's it called? That fighting game, the new trailer for it?
Street Fighter.
A Street Fighter.
Oh, you forget Street Fighter.
No, that's just the
I
name.
don't can play games.
Yeah, you had to
I
remind
didn't
me.
go from Mortal Kombat until I
No, it's just
saw.
fighting game. Just remind me. So
uh,
Street Fighter. I know you on the point and you saw the trailer.
yeah, I did. It looks
I did.
clean.
Yeah, I
It looks
saw
real. It
the
looks real,
trailer.
real clean.
I saw the trailer. I saw the breakdown.
I only saw
There's
the trailer. I didn't see the breakdown.
So there's in the trailer, I mean, you would have to like really look for it, but they basically announced characters in the trailer that aren't in the trailer.
Ah,
Yeah. So,
what?
yeah.
Yes,
So,
I was
I
like,
don't
they're like hidden somewhere.
know.
hidden.
They put it right in your face and you just didn't know.
Interesting.
Oh snap!
So, you know when they go, are we talking about, is this the segment now? Are we talking about Street Fighter 6?
No,
It's
no, not
not up
yet, not
yet,
yet,
but
not yet.
you can
Keep
start.
going.
Let's
Keep
do that.
going.
You know what? Just
So,
let's just since we're about to touch upon it. Let's change to that slide right now. You continue.
Yeah,
okay.
let's start with that. Go ahead.
So they actually put so if you guys saw in the trailer, there's a world tour trailer. Like a segment of world tour. And for those who don't know what world tour is, they did this back in the day in Street Fighter 3 Alpha Max. And so they had a world tour, and if you notice, Street Fighter 6 is very hip hop influenced uh on Street Fighter
Yeah, I
6.
noticed that, huh?
And what other Street Fighter was hip hop influenced? Street Fighter 3. So they're calling back from Street Fighter 3 to Street Fighter 6. And that's why you also see what was Street Fighter 3 also known for? Parries like a motherfucker. What do
Yeah.
you see this fucking Street Fighter 6? Every time you parry, there's a graffiti art that pops up every time that you parry, like perfect parry. They're basically doing a callback to Street Fighter 3. So like all that shit is just influenced by Street
Street
Fighter
Fighter
3.
Alpha 3?
Yeah. And then
Oh, Third Strike was my shit.
so and then they're also doing the world tour from Street Fighter 3 Alpha Max. And then so when they take you to the, I guess, like the hub of like that world tour segment, there's a roster on the screens, and in the roster it shows you like a tour, like a tournament, like a tournament ranking, and they give you names of other characters that are in the game that they haven't showed you yet.
God damn, son.
And
Interesting.
and
So
then also and like in the on the screens on the bottom in the same area, you see a I think you see, oh yeah, Cammy versus Guile. And Guile has a new costume, but they put Cammy in her retro costume. So
yo,
they're
Chun-Li looked like a fire mommy though.
oh dude, they fucking there's a video of like Maximilian like reacting, and then there's a point where he's all like he like pauses and like he pauses at the wrong moment, and it's nothing but Chun-Li's ass. And he's all like, "Hey, what? God damn!" but but yeah, like it's crazy. Everybody thought that was gonna be like from our first trailer. Everybody was like hating it. Everybody fucking was like, oh, this is gonna be like a super realistic Street Fighter. We don't like it because we're all used to the cartoony shit and blah 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 and this and that. And yet after
Nah,
this
I
one,
like
like
I like how the graphics in
Come
this
on,
game look
grow up,
dude,
so
man.
fire.
Ryu looks his design looks so amazing.
Yeah, cause I fucking hated Ryu's design in Street Fighter 4, and then
Right.
going to 5, I was like, ew, like ew.
Dude, Ken's design was probably the worst design in 5. Like they
Man, it
like
was
I don't know what
terrible.
the fuck they did to his face. And but yeah, it looked like the roster also looks like the what we're gonna start as a roster without DLC. Looks like it's gonna be pretty big. Usually Street Fighter when we start with like the vanilla.
You get like 2 characters?
Yeah, yeah. But now we're like starting like I I think we
10
were gonna have
characters?
like 12 confirmed characters just on
Oh,
the trailer
shit.
alone. And
I'm
that's
not
a
gonna lie, man, that those visuals are real clean.
really fucking cool. And
Yeah,
also looks like we're gonna have 2v2 now.
Oh, like
Instead of
2v2?
tagging?
yeah, because if you notice, in their introductions, like you see Chun-Li like walk in with Ryu.
Oh, I see.
And it
Yeah.
says versus, and then the other two come out on the other side, and it says versus on them. And it's I think it's Luke and Jaime, and then it's Ryu and Chun Li. So they didn't show you the gameplay of it, but they show you the intro. Like when you walk the introduction, or when you're about to fight, and so
Yeah.
it's like that. So like they basically kind of hinted that we're gonna have 2v2 now in Street Fighter.
That
Uh,
looks so, I mean, I'm gonna lie, man. These visuals got me. They about to get my money just for that.
dude, it looks amazing. And also, World Tour is an adventure mode. Basically, it's a story mode,
Mm.
where you're the character.
It's
So
like
like,
3D, huh?
yeah, so like
It's kind
you're
of
I
weird.
guess you know what it reminds me of? Def Jam.
Oh shit. It does.
Yeah, because
Oh
what
shit.
you do in Def Jam, you customize yourself and you put yourself in the game, and then you
Yeah,
fight,
Def Jam Fight for New York up in here. Let's
right?
go.
And then so, but guess what? You're a Street Fighter. Ta-da!
Mhm.
Street Fighter.
You're an actual Street Fighter. You're actually going around the city fighting in the streets. You're a Street Fighter.
You're for the streets, man.
So it looks like it's gonna be like an adventure mode
So
where
so is technically all the girls in Street Fighter for the streets?
pretty much,
Damn.
yeah.
You heard
So,
that right, boys.
but yeah, it looks really fucking cool. I think they're pushing it in the right direction. Uh,
Yeah.
I
Uh,
think we were waiting for like them to come back and put back the hip hop influence, because I mean everybody remembers Street Fighter 3. Everybody like
yeah.
that was probably like the most influential Street Fighter. I mean, other than one, obviously, because I mean that
Yeah, the
influenced the
original.
whole game, right? But like other than that, but like Street Fighter 3 influenced a shitload of fucking games, and like the way that it played and the way that you can parry, and the music was amazing, and you're starting to see this too in the OST. It's pure hip hop. Like the whole, I mean, the theme is hip hop.
Yeah, I haven't played Street Fighter aside from when we played it a
Right.
long time. And when we played it the other day, I was having fun, even though I don't know what the fuck I was doing. It
Me
was still
neither.
fun. It was still kind of fun to play. I was like, oh, interesting. So
Right.
maybe we can get in, throw some
Once
hands.
once you play like 2 days, you already get the hang of it. Like
Yeah, I
like
was just using basic characters. I was not trying to learn anything new.
We only had the basic characters. It's like what we
Yeah,
only
I use like Ryu or Ken, and that's it,
yeah,
really.
right.
I know how to do an Hadouken, and that's never gonna change.
yeah, just spam that motherfucker, spam the Hadouken. That's it.
Yeah.
But it also looks like their system also is changing. Like if you go on their website, a lot of their characters, like the inputs are different now. So like Chun Li, she's a stance character now. So she's not a in your face character anymore. She's not a
Mhm.
rushdown character. She's a now stance character because she can't. She does. It looks like she does an emote when she goes to the floor,
I've
but
seen that.
it's actually her changing stance, and it's now a low stance. So she starts doing low stance moves.
I
And
saw
so
that.
she has when she does that, now you have different inputs. So now you can't do the same inputs as you were doing it normally. Like
You can't
she
butt mash.
no.
No
So like
button mash for the win.
right.
That's
So
not Anja's character.
and then so yeah, like her character is a bit different now. Like it's not anywhere like how she was in Street Fighter 5. Ryu's kind of different too. Like he has things where he um he has like a short range like move Hadouken where like it's more like it's a palm thing and it kind of like staggers your opponent when you do that like but
Mhm.
you have to like hit your opponent while you do it. It's weird. Like it's cool but it's weird at the same time. Like it's something different from you. Um, and then yeah, and then
Yeah.
Jaime is just a fucking drunken master. Um, what is he? He's a drunken master break dancer.
He
So
looks fun as shit to play.
yeah, yeah, he looks super fun. And Luke is just, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna have the same ridiculous shit that he did in 5, because I mean they made him broken at the end. The dude's
Yeah.
just like fucking projectiles, fucking machine gun projectiles. So I don't know if he's gonna still have the same moveset. But yeah. So yeah, it looks good all in all so far. The visuals looks amazing. I love the graffiti aspects. I love the hip hop aspects. I
And those
hope
visuals when you slapping them, you're like, oh, look, I'm gonna slap some paint on you, bro.
and
Shit.
I hope to God because the Sean I hope to God that they bring back Sean from Street Fighter 3 because he was basically like the new kid on the block character that was like basically I think Ken's disciple or Ryu's disciple. And but he was super cool and then like he didn't come back. Like hopefully he comes back in this especially because they're taking so much inspiration from 3 that hopefully they bring him back.
So what do you think about the battle hub?
The what?
Are they gonna have a battle hub kind of thing?
Uh, it's called
Well,
the Underground, so it's not a battle hub. They have a hub, but I think that's for the adventure mode. But
Oh,
it's their like battle area, like where you can do like online and like 1v1s and comms and whatever. That it's called the Underground, so they put it in a different category, and so
so
everything's gonna be done in that
so what,
area.
are
And
you
I
gonna
think
be able to make your own character or anything like that?
so for the adventure, yes. For the world tour, yes. Not for like the other modes. So like when you're doing the story mode, you're making your own character. So that's why I was telling Josh is it's like Def Jam. Because Def Jam you make your own character in the story. And so like on the way you get upgrades and you can buy like clothes and shit like that. And you upgrade your moves and shit like that. So that's what I'm thinking that you're gonna be able to do with World Tour. Is that you're gonna be, going through the game, unlocking moves, unlocking probably clothes that you can put on your character and shit like that. So that's what I'm thinking they're gonna do for their story mode. But is he gonna be in the world of Street Fighter?
Okay, I thought it was like a world reality kind of thing where you able to just go around some kind of web world like environment and you just ask people for a match or whatever.
No, but it also looks like I'm not sure also if you're able to fight against other people in an adventure mode. 'Cause it looked like there was one point where it looked like you were facing off another like customized character. And then like it said fight. So like you meet him up like in a basketball court and he's like fight, but he's not an actual Street Fighter character. And you can tell the difference between an actual Street Fighter character and then like a customized one because like the graphic quality is totally different between those that you're like your customized character and the actual characters. And then so it looks like he's fighting another customized character, so I don't know whether that's going to be like kind of like on online thing too where you just meet different people while you're in the city doing adventure mode.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm not sure yet, but it hasn't been confirmed or denied. It looks like it is, but I'm not sure yet.
Well,
All I know is that Andres, you're probably gonna get it, so we'll get to play.
Well, oh,
well,
and they Sony doesn't have rights to Street Fighter anymore.
Oh,
It's not exclusive to them anymore. It's on
Well,
Xbox now.
I think did they have the rights to Street Fighter 4
They
and
had a
5?
whole generation, console generation with just Sony.
Because I don't I think what happened was that Sony helped Capcom when they were going bankrupt, so Capcom just put those games
But
on them.
they had a deal between Sony had a deal between Capcom with Street Fighter. That's why they marketed it so fucking heavily on Sony's side. But we did eventually get it on PC. Like obviously
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
on PC,
I'm
right?
just I'm surprised they didn't continue that deal because they own Evo.
I think the thing is because they own Evo, they want that because it's on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, no, Xbox One X and Xbox X S and PC. So they want it like everywhere. They don't want it
Yeah, you make more money.
you obviously and you get it on the hands of more people. So for them, it's more beneficial for them to have it on Xbox now, especially
Yeah,
with fucking Game Pass.
yeah.
Yeah,
Especially with the shortages of PlayStations.
yeah,
Put this shit
true.
everywhere that can make money.
I think that's why too, because a lot of people were like PS4. Because if you look at the Xbox section, it's not on Xbox One, but it's on Xbox One X and well the Series X and the S.
And
So
not on Xbox One.
it's not on Xbox One. So
Yeah, that
like
makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah,
Makes sense because if you don't have a PS5 by now, you might as well go play on PlayStation 4.
so on the PlayStation side, it says PS5 and PS4
Yeah,
because
makes sense.
they know not everybody has a PS5.
Yeah, and then PC,
Yeah, and
So I
PC.
think on consoles, most people are just gonna buy it on Xbox. I
Yeah,
think so, cause
yeah.
I mean
that's
that's
where it more people have those machines.
I mean, I'm not
yeah.
surprised people moving into PC, to be honest. You can buy it for PC.
Yeah, the
Oh,
only thing about PC is that it's the same shit. You can't really carry a PC anywhere else, but we'll see. Fighting games don't tend to do well on PC.
you're wrong.
No, you have to
You're
get the Steam.
Oh yeah, Steam Deck.
yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Nick.
you got the Steam
Uh,
Deck,
No
bro,
man. That's
I,
excuses
right.
now. No excuses now, dog.
I just
That's right.
back in the days when we carry a PSP, you guys had three Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat in your library.
I never owned a PSP. I had a DS, but I
You lame. Nah. I didn't even talk
yeah,
about
I
it.
never had
I
I
can't
never had a
believe you don't
PSP.
own it. You look like a guy who owned a PSP.
Nah, I've never owned a PSP.
You never
I
touched it.
mean, I played it because my friends will have it, but they always had
Look at
the
this lame.
fighting game. Yeah.
3 years, bro. Really?
On the DS, I used to play Bleach, the fighting game. That was whew.
The only reason I got Street Fighter 4 for the DS was because it was the only game available for the 3DS when it released.
Yeah.
I think there were like two games that you were able to buy on the 3DS when the 3DS released, and Super Street Fighter 4 was one of the games.
How do you release a machine with only two games available? That's wow.
Hey, that's 3DS. That's your flop. Either
That's
way.
Nintendo. Nintendo literally released the Nintendo 64 with one game. That was Mario 64. One game, insanity.
Bro, that's
All right,
Nintendo.
but
All right.
we can move on to the
Yeah.
next one now.
All right.
All right,
So let's talk about Phil Spencer and Xbox again. And
again.
yeah, he kind of came out and said that he was gonna support the union that it was just formed by the Activision employees. And let's give props to him. And but this will only happen if the deal between acquisition and Microsoft goes through.
Which is going to.
Yeah, in a couple months supposed to.
Which is going to. The investors already there. They already was like, yeah, we want to get bought. Let's go. Let's make this money.
Yeah, but the thing is that let's see if they actually allow them to go
Yeah,
through. But
but
if
it's
money
not a
talks,
monopoly.
yeah, when you got money
Yeah,
talks,
it's not a monopoly. And in the way Microsoft has been spewing this acquisition is it's not a takeover. It's more like we're trying to make community better type of thing. I'm sure they're gonna get it. This is good news for anyone because this what it does. It sets a precedent, right? Precedent where now that if once one union forms, then it's easier for other unions to form too within this space. Because the one reason why unions weren't able to be formed in this space is because the CEOs got rid of that shit immediately, right? So if you got a big head like Phil Spencer saying, "Yeah, we're gonna approve this union," then that means there could be other unions that could be formed, and that's great for workers because we need unions out here. Fuck that, like. You could get you do some crazy, you do something that wasn't even your fault, you get fired for no fucking reasons. And that's bullshit. So
yeah,
I totally approve this message.
yeah.
You
And
know,
total props to Phil Spencer for not staying away from answering the question when people are,
yeah.
because he
One
could
thing
have
I like
easily.
about Phil is that he's not shy
No, he stays true
to yeah, he just
to
he
his
just
roots
straight
where
to
he
the
comes
point.
from. So, and
Yeah.
even though he's part of management and he has to kind of analyze the fact that
Yeah.
okay, what are we gonna do with this union kind of thing?
And
When I
honestly, approving a union is like saying that you're for it. All it does is it's good PR for you, honestly. That's really it.
literally, yeah,
Great PR.
at this point where there's a massive wave of unionizing across the country in all
Mhm.
parts of corporate, yeah, and
And
there's
then when
a
people see, oh, Microsoft is allowing the union without no hesitation,
and
shit, we might as well go work for Microsoft. That
Yeah,
means more employees for
yeah, and
them,
don't get me
you know?
wrong, Activision had a bad history of kind of talking bad about
labor
unions in
union.
general. Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. That boy Bobby was like, nope, cut that real quick. Get
Now
out of
it
here.
becomes the other hand, and now they have to look the other hand. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no
Yeah.
more
But
of this BS.
you know, I hope that Phil actually does go in and clean house and then he makes Activision great again. Yes, I use Donald Trump.
Yeah. I mean, the slogan works when they have someone that is
This man
actually
is
doing good
eating up
work.
this.
But
What you eating there, bro? Like you want to share some of that?
oh, I
Look at
thought.
look at him fancy with his little. He's
Oh
eating.
wow.
This man's eating Cheetos with a fucking chopstick, bro. This man. He's like,
No, no,
I'm
no. Hey,
bougie
wait.
now.
No, no. Hold on.
No,
Hold on. And
no,
Andres,
no
Andres is a
Cheeto
man of
dust.
culture.
No
Man of
Cheeto.
culture. Man
Look,
of culture.
you get all the Cheeto dust on the chopsticks, and it doesn't get on your fingers, and it doesn't stain your
What's the matter,
fingers.
bro? I thought you like licking your fingers. And other news, Phil says that he will support more you. Nah, I'm lying. He didn't say that. But I feel like once this happens, and then I hope he cleans house with Activision, because like I said before, Activision's been going down the drain. Even Blizzard has been like
Who?
with,
What did you say, John?
Blizzard.
You said Blizzard.
I said Blizzard.
He said Blizzard.
He said
You
The
Blizzard.
thing is, Andrews, I don't know why I've been
Ooh,
thinking.
you gotta fix your hair, my guy.
It does the same to me all the time.
yeah. Fucking Josh has glizzies on the head.
I said Blizzard. You want to go back to the recording? Nah, go ahead.
Why? Yeah, Coach gotta say, watch the tape, bro.
Go
Watch
ahead.
the
Go
tape.
watch. Go watch the recording.
Hey, watch the tip, Ruben.
Watch the tape.
Hey, Ruben, always gotta watch that tip. What? This is going left real quick.
That's what she said.
Oh God.
Everything you own in the box to the left. Um, And oh yeah, so back to the. Go ahead, bro. You take it off because I can't
All
focus
right,
right
so
now.
let's jump into the other topic since I think we already said everything we had to do about Phil
Yeah.
Spencer and he's
So
supporting up.
before we move on, all this does is help other people unionize and let it be easier to unionize because a big name like Microsoft is allowing it and actually it's for it too. Like they're not making it hard for them to unionize. So hopefully we treat the workers well because without the workers the companies ain't shit. So
Yeah, and especially during a specific time where every
yeah,
major studio is trying to like drying up from
there are
actually finding
two
talent.
groups of people that keep businesses running: consumers and the workers. If you don't have either of them, your business is fucking dead.
Yeah, but
Literally dead.
corporations don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't, bro. That's how it is. All right, so let's go on. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. All right. So we were gonna touch upon the Bioshock games being free, but that already is gone. The
That was like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
no. It was last week, but the actual free thingy ended last. I mean, it
Yeah,
ended
it's over.
yesterday. So but
It
let's
was
not.
free. Let's be real, bro. You can get these games dirt cheap, like
20
almost
bucks.
free
Yeah,
20
for like
bucks.
three
yeah,
dollars
It's 24 bucks, the
yeah.
whole package. Yeah,
So
20 bucks.
somewhere.
you could have gotten the Bioshock game, the
Epic.
trilogy for free. That's $60 for free.
Look, I can
But
friend share you guys my profile, and then bam, you got the games for free.
wow,
Pretty
we don't
much.
sponsor what he's trying to say, right?
Just Steam share. Just Steam share.
Steam share
Let's.
is legal.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean?
All right, so let's jump into the state of play and how
I actually didn't
PlayStation.
watch this, but I did see the Final Fantasy trailer and the Resident Evil trailer, and I cannot fucking wait for the Resident Evil game because that's my favorite Resident Evil game of all fucking time.
It's for everybody, bro. It is for everybody. That's the
All
best
right,
Resident
state of
Evil
play.
game in
Who
the world.
saw the state of play? I heard that shit was fire. If it had these two games in it, then it definitely should have been fire.
Dude, it was probably the best state of play in a long fucking
Of
time.
course it is because all state of plays have been trash.
Like best. I mean, I had Street Fighter 6, Resident Evil 4, and fucking Final Fantasies.
Finally, some big hitters. Did they show God of War?
They didn't.
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh,
a
fast.
lot of people, even trees are like, hey, at 3 o'clock they're showing God of War. I'm like, when? Who? He's like, at 3 o'clock. Don't worry about it. Just watch it. And I'm watching.
I just
No fucking God of War. I was like,
exactly.
Chewy, where you get your news from, bro? I
right,
need you to hit the comments real quick and let me know where you get your news from.
right. But no, the state of play was really good. It showed also a lot of VR stuff for their VR2 headset. Um, Resident Evil Village is actually going to be VR2, which I don't know why it wasn't on fucking release, but yeah, that's going to be a pretty fun game to play and VR2. Um, there's also um they also showed off Tunic and they showed off um what was the first game that they showed off? Um Oh, it was Resident Evil 4. Yeah, Resident Evil 4
Oh, they
was
kicked it off real quick like
the
that.
first one that they showed. Um, yeah, it looks really good. It's basically the remake, and it looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it me or does Leon like look as young as Resident Evil 2 Leon?
yeah, he does.
Really? Damn, son.
Yeah, he does.
Because isn't that like a few years after Resident Evil 2?
Hmm.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's
Interesting.
a when you start off Resident Evil 4, it's like a continuation. He's like going to Spain.
Yeah,
Remember?
it's Spain, right? He
Yeah,
says
he's
on
trying to.
Spain.
I think he's trying to find the girl or whatever in the
Yeah,
prison.
The
it has to
president's
be.
daughter.
Yeah.
Let me see. Resident Evil timeline. Let's see how far apart that is.
I know they already know the story about it. They gave both
Because
the kid.
in Resident Evil, they follow our year and dates, so technically it's around there. So Resident Evil 2 was 98, right?
Yep.
So that means Resident Evil 4 was 2004. That's 6 years later.
Mm-mm.
So I guess he's still young, but come on, give him some
Well,
facial
and
hair or
you
something.
know what?
Well,
In the original in the original Resident Evil 4, it's actually in 98. Like when they're talking in the game, they're
Is it?
saying in 98. Yeah.
So wait, so it takes precedent on the four or something like that? On four? On 98?
I remember like one of the guys when you first start off, they said that the date of 98, if I'm not mistaken.
But why? It takes
It's
pre
2000. It's 2004.
2004. Okay.
Yeah, it took
really?
place 2004.
But
Yeah,
then they
because for what I know, Resident Evil take place in same time as us,
okay. Yeah.
unless they go through a prequel or something.
Yeah, I guess they were talking past tense.
Okay.
But yeah, that gives you a hint that yeah, the Leon already aged a bit
Yeah.
and for but
Hey, he should have aged that. At least give him something that makes him look a little older. Damn.
hey bro, that dude black don't crack.
Uh,
Oh man. So they only showed 3 games at the state of play.
No. They showed off a shitload of games.
Oh,
yeah.
but there was the 3 major games that.
Those were the three like heavy hitter major games.
Okay, okay. So what games did
Um,
they show at this place at this thing?
like I said, so they showed
Street
off
Fighter.
some VR2
Okay.
games. One was Walking Dead. The other one was Resident Evil Village, and then forgot there was two more after that that I don't really know those
Oh
games
wait,
of.
Resident Evil Village DLC.
No. VR2.
Oh, VR2.
Yeah, so they're doing it VR.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
which is
Cause
gonna
yo,
be
Resident Evil 7 was lit in VR.
right. And then after that, they showed off Tunic, which looked really cool. There were some other games that they showed off that they showed off I think it's called Roller Dome or some shit. It's basically
Roller Dome?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater Shooter rollerblades.
What?
The
Look
hell?
at it. Just
Tony
look.
Hawk Pro Skater Shooter.
Yeah, so it's called it goes PlayStation Roller Dome, I think it's called the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're basically doing 360 flips on half pipes and you're shooting your enemies down and you're doing like all this type of shit and you're like this is just Tony Hawk if Tony Hawk had guns. And
Interesting.
it looks really interesting and it looks really fun to play. Um what else? After that was I think after that was like Street Fighter 6 and then they basically ended it with Final Fantasy 16, which I did not fucking think that they're going to wait a year to release that.
Oh, it comes out next year?
Exactly next year. So
I'm
it
not
comes
gonna lie that when I was watching the trailer, I was like, this game looks kind of old.
what Final
Like
Fantasy
visually wise, it looks,
dude, it looks I mean, if you looked at the first trailer that they ever showed us and you look at this one, it looks substantially better. Like
mm,
way better
there's a
than
lot because I was like, then this game, those character models don't look that great.
no, because there was a lot of sequences where like I couldn't tell if it was in game or it was a
I
cinematic.
can tell. I was just like,
No.
and to me, when it comes to the character models and the textures on them, I was like,
No.
not bad.
I'm saying like especially when the summons, like I couldn't tell if that was in
No lie though, like the fights looked really interesting though.
right,
Like
and
it
it's
really did.
but what I also like about Final Fantasy is that it looks like it's more summon based. So like it's a lot of is like influence on your summons,
Yeah,
and
so I think what
also
they did was they took the Final Fantasy 15 formula and the traditional formula and just had a baby.
well not
Because
only
you're still roaming, it's not turn based anymore.
well, yeah, it's not turn based, but also they took a lot of influence from Final Fantasy 7 remake, like the fighting because you can stagger, and the last Final Fantasy, which was 15, like you couldn't stagger folks, you couldn't stagger your enemies like that, like how you did in remake, and then
Andres,
what?
I'm still waiting for Final Fantasy 7.
Well, you're not. I think we're gonna wait till like
That's looking for.
2024
Yeah,
because if
2024.
we're getting this game in 2023, then obviously that
Oh
game
my.
I'm at
is
episode 1.
nice. So, but yeah, that game it looks really cool. I really thought we were gonna get this game like in September or October, and they were like, "Nah, you're waiting a whole year for this game."
I
God
Because
mean,
damn.
well,
because they
yeah,
announced the thing is that they announced this game 2 years ago.
but they were probably working on it years before then, though. Most likely.
Well, no, obviously, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that they announced this game way too early
Ah,
because I mean it's been 2 years since they announced it, and we're still having to wait another fucking year for
I
it.
mean, some games you'll wait 5 years.
I mean, yeah, of course, but
Starfield,
yeah, I know, of
Star
course,
Citizen.
but
Star
what I'm
Citizen is
saying,
like a game that has been announced 10 years ago.
yeah, but what I'm saying, like for a Final Fantasy game, that especially like the next one in the series, I mean, it's a pretty long gap. So just after like ending 15 and then going on to this one, I mean, we did get also the end conclusion for 14, like barely. So I know they were working on that as well with Endwalker, but it's just like, dude, another fucking year, dude. All right, I guess.
You got, you mean, y'all have a lot of Final Fantasy content. Y'all can wait a year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and then
But
y'all got Kingdom Hearts coming
we
too.
were we were we were really spoiled. I think we were pretty spoiled.
Yeah, y'all can wait a year. Cat gonna be like, look, we gave you some food, your stuff. Eh,
Or Square Enix.
Hold your horses, okay?
You mean
Go get
you,
the items.
you mean Square Enix?
Huh?
You mean Square Enix, not Capcom?
Did I say Capcom?
Mhm.
Oh shit, I said Capcom. Oh man. I mean, well, Square needs something because Square's been, yeah.
Right.
The only thing they have now is Final Fantasy. That's literally all they have that anyone cares about.
That's sad. That is
I'll
sad.
be back.
And Kingdom Hearts maybe, but
But
Kingdom Hearts is dead to me.
Josh, do you think that Sony's gonna take out more games for the PC? More studios?
Yes.
Yeah, what the hell? You, I think it's in the
Yes.
slides. You didn't see the slides.
No, but
Yes.
I'm saying like there's a probability. Well, they forecast that it's gonna make more game for the PC.
No, my guy, they
After
literally came out and they said that they hired somebody to create them a PlayStation launcher on PC. So when they release their games on PC, they'll put it in their launcher, their marketplace. I mean,
Right.
it'll most likely be on Steam too, but they want their own launcher, which means that they're taking PC more seriously. And we might get, within the years or so, a few years, we might get joint releases between PS5 and PCs, which we can possibly hope for that they make PlayStation 5 games to be ran on PC too with better graphics. It's not just a port. So they probably could make one version for the PlayStation 5, and one version for the PC, which is great. We need better optimizations, better polish on PC because some of these PlayStation games are pretty much welfare versions of the superior version. So
hopefully it doesn't flop like Arkham. Arkham.
I hope not, because man, I just can't wait for the Spider-Man games to come on PC. I want to play that with like the highest fidelity if I ever
Yes.
have time to play games. But yeah, I mean, I like that Sony is really pushing, to put their games on this platform because obviously there's a huge market for it, and let's be real, more and more people are gaming on PCs because it's more. It's not. I wouldn't say that it's better. My opinion is, but it's more flexible. You have more options. You're not just stuck to one machine. So, and most people opt out of getting consoles so they can keep, the game on PCs and most people will wait for those games to come out. I don't give a fuck. Once you get your first Steam sale, you're like, damn, I could get all these games for cheap. I wait. That's what I did. I wait for these games. I don't care. I wait. I ain't no. I'm not in no rush unless like it's one of my favorite games and stuff like that.
Anyways, I think we have a graph on the actual slides where
Yes.
I think PS4. I'm not I mean PlayStation kind of starts committing to PC and mobile a little more
Yeah.
strong throughout the years. So it seems right here they're gonna stop making PS4 games and start pushing very strongly towards PC and mobile
Thank God.
all the way to 225.
Because PlayStation 4 is holding them back, because they got to make these these freaking welfare versions of video games that they can just make god tier games on PlayStation 5. The mobile aspect of it, I feel like that's just gonna be like a cloud based like X Cloud. So don't expect like place like a God of War mobile game. Nah, I don't think
I
they're
mean,
gonna go down that route.
if they do a remaster of the PSP game, wouldn't
They could
mind it.
do that. They could probably put some PSP games and Vita games on mobile. That'd be lit. Yeah, they could definitely do that. But mobile can play anything nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all our phones can play any games you
yeah.
want.
But
If you
like, I
could,
mean, yeah,
if you could actually download the emulators and play those games anywhere,
yes. Bro, I was playing Melee on my phone the other day.
get the fuck out.
Dead ass. You can
You
download
actually
the
bought?
Dolphin.
Did you buy the actual controller and attach to?
Nah, I just use the Xbox controller. Cause I downloaded it so I can test to see if it works out, and it actually did, man. You can play Mario Kart, all that
No,
cart,
no,
all that.
no, no delay or anything like that. No lag.
No, 60 frames.
Powerful phone. You got all hot.
Yeah, on your phone. Phones are legit computers now. So,
Yep.
but, I mean,
All
are
right.
y'all excited? Yeah, do y'all care about PlayStation games coming to PC?
I mean, most people like. I mean, for example, I think the people were talking about how the first Spider-Man is coming back to PC, right?
Thank God.
Oh,
Yeah,
people
Can't
were
wait
Yeah,
so
for
I
hyped
that.
gotta
about
buy
it,
it,
and
but I gotta
then
buy a PS5. That's
and
for
then
sure.
PlayStation is hoping he gets a lot of revenue from that, and that way they could commit to other games.
Yes. I mean, because so far it's been working out. Like most of their games are selling 300,000 on PC, which is good for a market that they've never, tampered with. So hopefully, the more the games they put on it, good quality game ports, the more money they make, the more games we get on it. Maybe even day one we can get on PC too. So maybe that's just that's just hoping. But
Yeah.
vamos a ver.
I think
Vamos a
did
ver.
you guys touch upon Resident Evil 4 already? Right?
Slightly.
Yeah. I mean, it is coming back. They're doing a remaster. Did you guys see the
Yeah,
trailer? How it looks?
I did. That game looks fuego.
It
looks amazing.
looks so
That
good.
game looks fuego. I think, oh man, Capcom, please don't let this game be buggy. Please,
I don't think so.
please. I love this game. Resident Evil 4 is like,
It's the
I
best
think
game for
Resident Evil
Resident
4.
Evil.
Yeah, it's the second game I played Resident Evil, but it's the first Resident Evil game that I beat like a billion times. I played this game so many goddamn times on GameCube.
Same.
And the good
And
thing
then
is
my
that
brother, I think this is also my brother's favorite game because he beat it on GameCube, he beat it on PS2, he beat it on the Wii, he beat it
Damn.
on Xbox, he beat it on PlayStation 4. I was just like, bro, he's like, bro, if they release it on a calculator, I'm gonna play it.
it's cool because they also releasing it for PCs too. So
Yeah, it was on PC
it's
too.
not
He
like
didn't he
exclusive to
didn't beat it on
PS5
PC
and
because he
Xbox.
doesn't have one, but yeah. Was it on the DS? 3DS?
Yeah, it wasn't DS, right?
No, I don't think on
Was
DS.
it?
Maybe the
Was it
3DS.
DS? Yeah, it was on DS.
Resident
Yeah, I remember.
Evil
It wasn't
4.
3DS. It was DS. I remember.
Oh no, that was Revelations. It wasn't
I remember there was a real.
Mercenary.
Is it 4?
On the Wii, on the Wii, on the Wii.
Oh, it was. Was it a Wii?
Yeah, it wasn't it was on the Wii. The one that DS had was Revelations and Mercenaries.
Oh,
It wasn't Resident Evil 4.
okay. Maybe I saw some fake stuff.
Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, never mind. And I
Yeah.
think it's on the Switch. Resident Evil 4.
No, it's on the Wii. It's on the
Let me
Switch.
see. Resident Evil.
It's on the Wii for sure.
4 yeah, definitely on the Wii. Did they port that shit to the
Yeah, it
Switch?
looked horrible. It looks horrible.
Let me see. Let's see. All these are all the platforms that Resident Evil 4 is on.
I remember they did a remake before.
Nah,
Bro,
they didn't do a remake. They did a port.
I
Oh.
give you mad props if you beat this game on hardcore or insanity.
I beat it on hardcore. I didn't beat it on insanity because fuck that.
My cousin Karen beat it on insanity. I was like, how the hell you did that?
Platform. Man, can I just get a platform where this game is on? All right, here we go. Damn. Oh, this game was even on mobile. All right, so these are the ports. So it's on PC, of course, Wii, mobile. Duh, 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 duh. It's on iOS, the App Store, something called Zebo. This shit, yo, this game is literally on every machine, man.
It was
It's
that
crazy.
popular, bro. They wouldn't just squeeze the shit out of it. And now they're
Every goddamn
I,
platform,
I, and now
every
they're gonna do it some more.
generation, they released that game on that machine.
I think
uh,
it got released on not Oculus. What is that other one?
I don't know.
The VR.
Oh, it was
Um,
on VR too. Yes, yes.
no, not on VR too. It's on.
Not VR two, but like VR TOO, like VR two, like not the number two, but it was on VR. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on VR. It's not on Oculus. It's on that other shit. I forget what it's called.
Is it Android?
I think so. But they like kind of fine-tuned it. Fine-tuned it. They didn't remake it, but they fine-tuned it for VR, like
Okay.
specifically VR.
Oh, and by the way, it's also on PS5 and Xbox One. I mean, Xbox Series X.
And soon to be on the PS5 and Xbox S.
No,
Cool.
it's literally got a it's confirmed. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
on
yeah. Yeah, so it's
it.
soon.
Like not the remake, the original. This thing has been on every generational platform since the dawn of time, like GTA. But GTA is always in top 10. So
I mean, the classic Resident Evils were at some point
I mean, it's a
just
great game,
just
man. It's
arcades.
a great freaking game, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only downside is that this game is what led to more action oriented Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
Okay.
don't like five, but I loved five. I thought five was great
Mm.
for what it was.
Uh,
I enjoyed it.
that's the one in Brazil, right?
Not Africa.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it for what it was.
That's the
Not.
one that has to do with the Ebola stuff.
I guess.
Yeah, it was during the time. It was during the time, like it was inspired. You see,
I
you could, you
guess.
could,
Yes, you can
you could
say
see
that.
that I got inspiration from that. I was like,
I
He
oh,
guess
was
you could
the
say that.
what was the main character? Chris and who else?
Is it Shiva? Shiva?
I don't
Shiva?
remember her name. I
I don't
never
know,
remember
but
her name.
it was a African chick.
yeah,
Um, all right,
some
but
chick. All right,
yeah, I think it looks great. I honestly I can't wait till they show more gameplay. It
so
looks
let's move on from Resident Evil to topic we all been waiting for. Mario Kart. Mario
Oh,
Kart Land.
if you look at my camera, it looks like I'm running. um, this is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
In the world,
Yo,
yeah.
we gotta make it. We got when does it open exactly? Do you guys know what the
Next
date?
year. Next
No,
year.
like a date, like exact date.
No,
No?
there's no exact date. It's just next
Okay.
year.
If it's open by next summer, we are out. Like I don't care what vacations y'all got, we going. What obligations you have, you getting fired. We're going
Mm,
to Nintendo World.
Hey, make sure that you make a reservation for 10 people.
yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Oh, now you're laughing at him, Josh. He said,
uh,
Josh like back me up. It's like, yeah, we
no,
both said 10 people.
it shit is legit gonna be like 9, 10 of us.
Yeah,
So,
but
but
Josh,
that's besides the point.
but I
We can
just
talk about it
think
later.
that I only have
Um,
imaginary friends. So,
so um, yeah, some people have imaginary girlfriends.
oh,
So I'm not talking about nobody here. I just said people. If you took it offensive, then it's something that you have to
Hey,
reevaluate. So
I'm just saying, we stayed real quiet on that.
good fuck
Shit,
years.
he's pushing his body pillow to the side.
Body pillow. That's Ruben, bro. And he's like anime pillow thing.
He
damn,
crazy if I have body
look, man, you
pillows.
didn't have to burn them like that. I wasn't talking about nobody specific. All right,
Is there but he crazy as got body
all right.
pillows.
So for judging by what I seen, man, you not it's like a roller coaster ride, like a ride, and you don't get to control it. It's just you augmented reality and shit, right?
Yeah. Well, it is on a track.
Yeah, but you don't get to control like go anywhere. Like
No, but it is on
No,
track. So it is a roller coaster, just that you're moving
in the
with
same
the
place.
speed. Yeah.
that's lit. Man, I'm gonna be a super kid when this thing comes out. Fuck that. I'm gonna take my little cousin and be like, "This, yeah, this is my son. Let's go."
Yo, this is gonna be. It's gonna
Because
be.
um, I remember I saw a video of it, and they were saying that on augmented reality, you can actually throw a blue shell at a person. So
Yes,
you can
Oh,
throw.
dope. That's
you can throw
dope.
items at people. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. I gotta see what this is gonna be like. And they should have. I hope they have a Mario Kart bumper carts, like it's bumper carts.
but
How you wish? You
I mean,
wish
of
we're gonna
course,
be like
I
free
would.
to just like hit people like that.
Hell yeah, bumper carts.
That's too
It'd be
much.
freaking dope if they actually had a Mario Kart like rally.
I'm sure some people will like. I mean, already thought about it, and actually thought about putting it into fruition, but then Nintendo.
It's not safe for kids.
I don't
And
care.
Nintendo, I was like, I don't care if you say for kids. It's like putting that shit on. It has my name on it.
Yeah, I mean that'd be really dope to do that. Imagine
They'll
like just
they'll they'll,
you're racing around Mom Peach's castle.
they'll send you a special ops to your fucking place to close that shit down.
Hell yeah.
It's like,
Nintendo Ninja's gonna show up at your spot like, we didn't authorize this. You want to like take this out? Thanks. Bye.
and they just changed the name to something else. Nah, it's too close.
It's called Pretendo.
Pretender.
Nintendo.
They can't sue me. It's not Nintendo. It's Pretendo. But
And
next
instead of
year.
Mario Kart, it's called Juando Car.
Oh my god. Instead of Wario, it's the Fat Man,
Bad man.
and
Still,
then Waluigi, the loser,
listen. Some bullshit. We just come out with bullshit.
big nose guy.
Uh,
There you go, the peacock guy.
Not that.
They'll sue us.
Oh,
They'll sue the shit out of us.
Waluigi is never included.
Damn.
Oh my god, you just
Damn.
burned the man.
Slow burn, slow burn, slow burn. Low key though,
I'm sure this
I'm
shit's
really
gonna.
excited for it.
Wait. Do you think it's gonna be even bigger than Star Wars and Disney?
I was about to
When
say.
it,
Yes, yes,
you think it's gonna be so packed that
yes,
because when they opened I think Warner
Yes.
Bros. Harry Potter, it was gonna be bigger than Harry Potter.
Oh,
yes,
fuck yeah.
yes.
Mario,
What the hell are you talking about?
It's Super Mario, one of the most iconic characters of all time.
I think it's just a single fact that people been wanting to go to Japan for this, and now that they're gonna
Now they
open
don't
it,
have to.
they don't have
But
to.
also, Ray, you have to remember that video game demographic, especially with Mario and Donkey Kong and all that, transcended even Harry Potter because that shit was from the 80s,
Yeah.
like late 70s or early 80s, and people have been following Nintendo ever since. So you're getting people that are older that are still fans
But
wanting to go to
doesn't
fucking
mean.
Nintendo
I mean, the
Land,
same thing
and then
is.
but people who are already old and never got into the fad of Harry Potter, they're like, it just wasn't for me.
But you can say the
But
same thing
still
for
were
Star
fans
Wars.
of Nintendo. So what I'm saying is that those people are gonna flock to Nintendo before they even flock to fucking Harry Potter world.
I still haven't been to Harry Potter World.
I still haven't been to fucking Disney Star Wars. Have you?
I've never been to Universal Studios.
Are you kidding me?
Never.
Never been to.
Never.
Not even in
Never.
fucking Florida.
Never.
What about Disney?
I've been to Disneyland. I've been to Six Flags. I've been to Disney World. Never to Universal Studios.
No, bro. That's the first place you could go because that's the cheapest one.
It's right there too. I can literally drive there.
Yeah.
You could literally, Josh. You could literally have a date and not go into the theme park.
That's true. They said what? Universal City, right?
City
Yeah.
Walk
Yes, it
City
will.
Walk, okay.
has
Right
a
now.
theater, has fucking a shitload of restaurants.
I think I'm gonna do that. I
has
think I'm gonna do
night-
that.
Has nightclubs. It opens till fucking 1 o'clock.
Oh, wait, nightclubs?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
that?
Nah.
No, once
Bro,
because
they've always had nightclubs there.
Yeah.
Their most famous nightclub that they ever had was the Conga Room, and that was a Latino. That was a Latino nightclub.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like kind of lit.
I thought you knew.
Nah, I didn't know. I never
Wow.
bothered to look into Universal Studios.
Well, City Walk and Universal Studios are two different things.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Oh,
is it? Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right, I'll check it out.
So you could just go to Universal City Walk and just enjoy the environment there, or you could just go to the fucking theme park right next to it.
All
Depends what
right.
you want to do. You could even like be like, I'm gonna go into Universal Studios, walk out, eat outside, and then walk back in.
Oh,
Yep.
that's dope.
You
All
know,
right,
Yeah.
cool.
you want to let people go there too to watch the fucking Marvel films in the AMC theater right there.
Oh, is that like a really good theater?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have one big theater.
Yeah, it is.
Probably
Which
like
one?
what, 30 bucks of 30 bucks an admission?
I get the fuck out of here.
No. I think
They're very
the one
expensive.
like for like the specialized
They're
ones.
like $18,
Yeah,
Okay. Well, why don't we watch them there at one point?
bro. $18.
because it gets packed.
Oh,
It's the whole line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, remember, you're still at a theme park, so it
that's
gets
true. That's
packed.
true.
It's packed. Yeah.
Mm,
All right.
mm.
All right. So the main attraction, because I know you have been waiting for this, especially Andres and Ruben. Um, drum roll, please. Well, they didn't hear shit. So we got some actually official Pokemon news, and these
Ew,
legendaries look real fire. I'm not gonna lie to you,
disgusting.
So,
real fire.
More
do
Pokemon.
you know what they're inspired by?
Is it the tip of my? I was thinking about it, but I never bothered to look into it.
Were
Like
you about the tip of your tongue?
yes, tip.
Oh. um, so they're actually inspired by motorcycles.
I can see that. Yep.
No,
So,
wow, because they had no, wow. Ray was actually hating on the jetpack.
Yeah.
so if you look at Scarlet, it's supposed to represent Indian motorcycles.
Yeah, I see it.
And if you see his chest, it looks like one huge
Iron.
wheel.
Yeah.
And then the other one is supposed to represent like future motorcycles, so like Jitsers and like like because you have the dun 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 kind of like more engine heavy motorcycles like Harley Davidson's
Man,
Indian.
what I was thinking was completely wrong because I
Really, bro?
didn't.
And then the other one's supposed to represent like the faster pace, like 0 to like 60 in like 0.1 seconds motorcycles. So like the newer future, more futuristic motorcycles.
Faster and stuff.
If you look at also the professor for Scarlet is called in Spanish, her name is Pasado. And
Oh,
then the dude
the
is
past,
called Futuro.
the
So
Ah,
future.
past and future.
Yep.
And also the reason why they're inspired by motorcycles because in Spain they hold all their GPX events at Spain because it's like the most ideal weather for them to do the races over there, especially for like Formula 1 and stuff like that. All the races are done there. So they have a huge motorcycle community and like fan base over there in Spain just because all the races are done there.
this dude literally has rockets for legs,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
he has turbojets. Yeah.
and they're
Also,
like the opposite direction too. They're not like that.
also his eyes are holograms.
I just noticed
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a machine.
yeah, so his eyes are holograms and his like the things on his sides are holograms as well.
So, what type is gonna be these new legendaries?
Yeah, that's something I don't know. I mean, I guess you can say like the violet one, it's gonna have like an
You
aspect of
know,
electricity,
Probably
obviously.
dragon.
dragon,
But
like
it could be dragon. I'm not sure because then Pokemon's are like, what do they do? Um, I forgot, but there was like one legendary. It was like one legendary that we're like, oh, it's gonna be this and that, and then it had nothing to do with it. Oh, it was for Solgaleo Lunala,
the steel
and
fire.
everybody got the fucking the types wrong, and because it was dual typed, and everybody got the second one totally wrong, and
Uh,
um and then for this one, I don't know, like it could be everybody could be thinking dragon, but I don't know. They can do another left field.
Bro, I could see a
Scarlet
legend
looks like a fighting type.
Yeah, the
Fine.
other one does kind of look like, especially because it's Native American based.
And you see the way that the stance it's on, it looks like it's a fighting type.
Yeah.
I could see
So,
it's a fire type, to be honest.
but we also gotta like remember like they are antithesis to each other. So like they have to have a weakness to each other. That's how all the legendaries are. So like one has a weakness to the other one, especially
Maybe the
like
other one's a flying type. Chinichop.
probably I don't know. We'll see, but but yeah. So that's what they're inspired by, and there's a lot of shit that like that in the game it's inspired by. Like everybody's thinking Lechon. Lechonk is a French name because of lechonk, right? But
Yeah.
it's actually Spanish because of lechon.
Which one?
So
Yo,
anybody who eats
these professors are fly as shit.
right? But yeah, so like it's supposed to be named after the dish lechon, and a
It's
lot of
all
that
about play Coco though.
shit,
But
uh,
Coke is gonna be fire.
a lot of that shit was actually like Spain adopting what obviously like us Latinos already were making, and then they took it back to Spain. So that's why
There's like this is ours. Give me that shit.
right. So there's lechon, and then the olives because they're they're native to Portugal because this game is inspired by based in Spain and Portugal, so both of them. So like and so they're technically in the Mediterranean. So you that's why we got the olive Pokemon. Um uh also the we have the new Pikachu clone, and then what was the other one? Um I think that was it. I think they only showed off three new Pokemon and then the legendaries. And
I think what's
then
the grass, the pig, right? The pig
yeah,
Pokemon.
which is the olive, Lechonk, and then the mouse Pokemon, the Pikachu clone, which was three new ones, and then obviously the legendaries. And then it looked like we're gonna get a mythical because at the end of the legendary like trailer, like you see like a Pokeball and it's going through like a crystal type of wall type of shit. So I think it's just a hint that they're hinting at the mythical, and we don't know what that mythical is yet, but I'm guessing it has to do with something with crystals. And then I think that's it. I mean they showed off. Oh, you can do 4-player co-op now. That's a thing.
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
You see what people do too.
How
So
how's that gonna work?
It's gonna be
well
an adventure, the same adventure, I
the
believe.
the whole game is open world.
Yeah.
Mm,
So you know how like Legend of Arceus is? It's
yeah.
basically that, but now you're doing 4-player co-op. So like I like you guys. It's kind of like I guess it would be treated like Animal Crossing, where like you know how like you kind of visit each other and then you get to see each other on the
Okay.
like the same island type of thing. But since it's we're going to a Pokemon world, like everyone's seeing the same landscape. You
Man,
just
we're
meeting
getting
each other,
closer and closer to a legit Pokemon MMO game.
right? So and then what else was announced for Pokemon? Um, I think that's about it. I mean, the visuals looked a lot better from like the first reveal. Um, and then we have a lot of returning uh Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon's. Yeah.
And then yeah, that's about it.
I'm
Not
surprised that
tying it to a DLC this time.
no. I'm surprised Gengar's still there. Holy cow! When I saw the trailer.
Of course,
Gengar's
Gengar is gonna be there. That's like saying that Charizard's not gonna be there.
I mean, Charizard technically wasn't there in some games.
crossing my fingers.
Well, he wasn't in Arceus.
Like he wasn't in Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, he was.
You had to
Yeah, he was.
transfer the you had to transfer them. You
Well,
couldn't
then,
just catch them.
oh no, you couldn't catch him, but you can transfer. What I'm saying is that like you like Arceus was the only game where Charizard you could not
Oh,
physically put in the game.
okay.
Um, but yeah, that's one. Obviously, you're gonna have Gengar. Gengar is like one of their money makers in their fucking series. I mean, Umbreon. arguably is one of their most
Yeah.
popular Pokemon as well. Charizard is too.
Too
I
much
mean,
money.
yeah, I mean it'd be crazy.
Lucario.
It's also like saying that we're not gonna have Pikachu in this game.
Yeah, right.
Pika
Gengar,
P.
Gengar is super synonymous. I mean, and to
Goddamn,
the
the
point where
national
like
pet.
Ash has a Gengar now, so like
Yeah.
yeah,
Ash has a
Lucario.
broken ass team, my guy.
Yes, Gengar, Lucario, Greninja, because he has Greninja.
I
Uh,
like the route they took with Journeys. It's fresh.
yeah.
dude,
It's
the
not
eight
just
champions,
well, we got
bro.
the 8 badges and all that. It's,
I know.
it's different. Now
Yeah,
people actually acknowledge that he's a champion, so he's not a loser.
No, remember he's a
So
Lola champion.
yeah,
yeah, which is it's the little leagues of champions, little
yeah.
leagues.
But also he has Dragonite and
He has the fish, the
Dracofish
Dracofish,
and
and Bust the Pikachu.
yeah. He,
Imagine a Pokemon series where Ash doesn't have Pikachu.
but see, motherfucker, how did that's the thing too. Like that pisses me off about that anime is that he has fucking Go as his friend, and fucking
Yeah.
Go does some bullshit catches. Like
I,
Bro,
honestly, I think they're just doing that for like the memes, cause
I think so because that motherfucker caught Suicune like nothing.
like nothing, bro. Suki just went to the Pokeball.
I was like, really?
Yeah, bro.
Fucking Ash, he's all like, oh, you caught Suicune? That's cool. Like,
right?
right there.
Yep.
I mean,
Right.
Ash catches Dragonite like nothing. Like, here you go.
No, no, no. Ash had Dragonair before Dragonair,
Yeah, and then
technically.
Gengar technically wanted to go with him, so
Right. So he didn't catch him. He went with them.
Gengar caught himself. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
A Giga went to him, bro.
Mm,
But that Giga has some traumatized history. That sucks.
mm.
Right. It's a nerfed Gengar. All right.
And then you guys could continue talking about this in Poke Podcast. I heard it's coming back.
With the boost.
That shit don't exist no more.
Yeah, Poke Boost.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2 is coming back soon. That's what I heard. Either way, let's jump
Niggas spilling
into.
lies out here.
No, I'm not
That's
lying.
true, though.
I'm not lying, bro.
Nigga.
I think bringing it up.
That's the rumors out there in the chat rooms. Anyway,
The chat room.
the chat rooms. Either way, let's move on to some entertainment things and TV and film. Let's start with Netflix here, who right now we all know that they've been struggling in the last quarter because of the competition of Disney, HBO Max, and other
Mhm.
TV services that actually come out in the market. And because of that, a lot of content has gone away from Netflix, and Netflix is like, okay, what do we have in right now? Really, like Stranger Things are just finishing off with last season. The last episodes are coming out July 1st, I think. And besides that, what else they can focus on? They say they cannot. And well, in this article, it says that their strategy is going to change because, according to them, they say that they cannot compete against big studios like HBO, Warner Studios and Disney, because they focus way too much on like superheroes kind of thing. And Netflix has started like financing these big
Hey,
like Marvel shows, right?
No. They have no fucking excuse. Look,
They don't.
look at Umbrella Academy. Is that not a super fucking hero fucking show?
Yeah.
That is not an excuse for them to be like, oh, they have superhero shit.
They don't. The crazy thing is, they don't even promote that.
No,
that
no,
show
but the
like
thing
that.
is, the reason why I'm running this up is because they say that has been the new Hollywood formula, which because Netflix came in and just invited the space of what Hollywood used to bring to TV,
But Netflix
and
started that shit.
no, that's what I
Yeah.
said. That's what I said. They started that, and that's why it became so big. But now that they saw that all this content left from their platform that has gone to Disney and HBO Max, they say, okay, what can we do now to compete?
Make
And
more shit.
no, but they do it now is that because Hollywood was taken over by Netflix, and a lot of people left, from watching movies in theaters to just wait for it to come out on Netflix,
Yeah.
right? So Hollywood had to adapt, and what they have done is they just concentrate on big big blockbuster movies. So what they're doing now is they're gonna do almost the same. They're gonna just continue and start financing like big projects instead of small ones. I don't
Just
know
for
why
one
they're
show.
doing that. I don't know why they're doing that because they say they cannot compete in that space.
I
It,
think they should just keep doing what they're doing. Honestly, like
I mean,
they
right?
have great shows.
Again, but it's weird for them to say they cannot compete in the space when they made the fucking space.
Yeah,
Like,
I think they means when it comes to like TV shows people want to watch. Like on Disney Plus, you have TV shows that already has a name brand, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
HBO Max, you already have stuff that's already people recognize. On Netflix,
You got to create it
what
from
do you
the
recognize? You don't really have they don't really have something that people recognize
Stranger
aside from
Things.
the stuff.
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things, yeah, Stranger Things,
which already ended.
Also, no,
and they
Jay.
have The Witcher now, which is that's
Well, yeah, they have The Witcher. I mean, they have the House of Cards. They also had
They
what is
already
that
ended.
cartel one? I forgot
they
what
had
it.
Ozark. Ozark was fire.
Ozark. Yeah.
Yeah, also they
It's
have
not, I'll say Ozark.
Narcos.
Narcos.
Yeah,
There you go.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
like they had stuff people
no,
really love to watch. You know,
Ruth just again, just I don't know what it is. Even also like when it comes to comedies, where do you
yeah,
see
they
all
have a
the
lot, man.
comedies?
Oh my, I go to
Netflix.
Netflix.
You don't
Yeah,
go.
and
You
they
don't
have
go.
a great.
You
They
don't go
have
to
a
Plus to see that shit.
nah, or HBO Max. Even though they have Comedy Central,
Yeah.
and Netflix has a great selection of anime too, which is a lot of people be sleeping on it, sleeping on Netflix when it comes to their anime content. Sleeping.
but the thing is, they already closed their animation studios.
What a damn shame.
That's why they say, oh, what we're
No,
gonna
no, no.
do is,
But what you're confusing Ray too is that their Western animation studios close, but they're like anime because what they do is they buy the rights in
To
order
dub.
to show it on Netflix. So like to show it here in the States. So it's kind of like Crunchyroll, right?
yeah.
Crunchyroll will get the rights so that they can show it on their platform and streaming on the Western side. It's the same thing. Netflix does the same shit with anime, where they get the rights to it so that they can show it on their streaming service, so that they're not
Yeah,
showing it on other streaming services.
but then again, if it makes you think like these shows that are already being established in Netflix as original shows, is that enough for you to stay and keep paying whatever you have to pay a month
I
for
mean,
Netflix?
if you're a fan of those shows, yes.
Yeah,
Like if you have no love for any of those shows, then no, of course
yeah.
not. Like if you have no skin in the game of like that is a show that I'm willing to go out of my way
And
and
wait two
watch
years?
whatever. No, but like let's say
Because
like Stranger Things, right?
yeah, because if you
Stranger
already watch
Things.
them all, then what?
Let me watch. Let me come home and watch whatever episode is on, right? If you're willing to do that and be a fan of whatever they have to show, then of course they're gonna have you're gonna have a reason why to go to Netflix. But if again there's nothing for you and there's nothing that's really calling you to watch it, then obviously no, it's not for you. And so like obviously you would have to cancel the service and then stay with HBO Max or with fucking Disney Plus or whatever other, like Paramount Plus and all this shit. So I don't know. It's
Because
again, it's up to everybody's likes and dislikes.
I mean, platforms like Peacock and Paramount, they kind of establish that they do have some movies, but they kind of very driven by the TV shows they put in
Yeah,
there.
of course. I mean, that's
Um,
what they're both well, except for Paramount because Paramount is actually movie centric. It's a movie
it's
studio.
Universal, but yeah,
Movie
it's a movie studio, but it has a lot of shows too.
Yeah, right. And then so but like again, it's just they also have a lot of the kid centric shit because they
Yeah,
also
yeah.
have Nickelodeon and shit like that. So it just stuff like that where they're covering their bases, but again, Netflix. I think the bad thing is that they keep comparing themselves to the pandemic. I think that's what it is, and they're like, we're not getting the numbers that we used to be getting. Well, of course,
Yeah.
because not everybody's staying home anymore. Like, of
Yep.
course, no one's staying home and watching
No,
fucking your platform.
but even then, like the thing is, they collapse because of the amount of people that have left the platform, and especially now that they're like hunting down people that are sharing their passwords and whatnot. And they actually announced that ad subscription
Right, but
And
what I'm saying is that before the pandemic, we already had Disney Plus, and so and we also had other streaming services like Hulu as well.
yeah,
And so again, I do not get the that response when they already had competing services. They also had their shows, their original shows. They already had their original movies. They already this and that.
the thing
I
is
mean,
that they were
but
pouring
again
so much
because
money.
again because they're now comparing themselves to their fucking selves in the pandemic, and they were doing crazy numbers. Now that the pandemic isn't as like crazy as it was, I mean,
But
obviously it's still there, but I
even
mean like
even
the
even
point
before
where
the
like you had
pandemic, before
mandate to stay home is now you're seeing those numbers dwindle because I mean,
wait,
who's not to say that you didn't in the pandemic
e-
too? The
even
numbers went up for Disney Plus. The numbers went up for Hulu,
even
and I'm
before the
pretty sure
pandemic, they were doing well.
but that's what I'm saying.
Bro, Netflix's numbers skyrocketed during the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, obviously did all the streaming services did, but I'm
All of them did, but that's what
wait,
I'm saying.
but
It's weird. It's weird for
is
them to say that
Nef?
because I bet you not,
Mhm.
Ray, that even with Disney Plus doing as well as it does, it is not. It is still not at the point where how it was in the pandemic. I bet you. I can guarantee you money on it that it is not doing the same numbers that it was doing in the pandemic, even though it is probably one of the best services at the moment when it comes to streaming. Right?
So
That's because again, not
wait,
everybody's being educated
hold on.
anymore.
Wait. So the pandemic was in 2020, right?
Right.
Disney didn't come into place until 2019.
Right.
Okay, so even a year before that happened, Netflix was doing okay in 2019 when it was barely launched,
Right.
right?
Disney
So
Plus
that
and improved
success,
way before them.
all right, that success continued during the pandemic because people came over to their houses, they watch more TV, obviously they watch more streaming services, and including Netflix. But
Right.
after the pandemic was
But
over,
also you have
that
to remember
that's
HBO
when
starting streaming as
yeah
well.
yeah,
It
but
wasn't HBO Max, it was called HBO Plus or some shit like that.
yeah yeah
I had that shit. And then again, so again, it still had its competition, and
yeah
everybody benefited from the fucking pandemic.
yeah. But the
And
thing is, what happened
and
during
everybody dipped after we had all the mandates dropped.
yeah, but
And saying,
hold on, hold on. The thing is, also during the pandemic, what they realized is that all these major studios that were making movies and they couldn't put them out there in theaters. They said, "Look, oh, we could just put in our streaming service, right? So all these
right.
movies coming to a streaming service very soon, right after
And
theater
I'll
release."
give you I'll give you a huge fucking example, right? What happened when they put fucking Black Widow on Disney Plus?
They made a lot of money, right?
No.
Didn't they
What
get
happened
sued?
with Scarlet? Didn't they get fucking sued by
That's
Scarlett
why. That
Johansson?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying is that even Disney Plus felt what happened when they put their movies to fucking streaming, right? So it wasn't just Netflix alone; it was other fucking companies that was feeling that shit too.
yeah, but
So
she
that's what
wasn't
I'm
gonna
saying.
keep. No, but
Again,
she got paid
Netflix
regardless.
Netflix is crying to the motherfucking babies that are already crying in the fucking back.
Yeah, but the thing is, look, when it comes to Netflix, the reason why they're in this place and the new CEO is announcing this stuff is because they saw the amount of money they made and
Fucking Ray,
they lost.
I have no pity for a multi-billion-dollar fucking
Look,
company. All right,
I'm not saying you should have pity. I'm not saying the reasons why they're doing this, right? I'm not saying
right.
oh you should start crying right now or something because
But what I'm
Netflix is
saying,
losing money when they already have made it a
all I'm
bunch.
saying, Ray, is that their fucking words make no sense. That's what I'm saying. Their response makes no sense. They can do all the good shit they want to do and move forward and take a different direction. Hey, kudos to fucking Netflix. Better because their fucking competition is killing it. But what I'm saying is that their response is fucking stupid. Because they've been facing this shit and then even Netflix themselves keeps comparing themselves to the pandemic, and I'm sorry, you're never gonna go back to that, dude. Especially after you do also kind of kill your service by doing the share the not sharing shit. You know,
Let me talk about that real quick. You're complaining about losing subscriptions. People don't want lost interest. Look at the shit you doing. Like they were literally for the sharing of accounts. That's why you're able to use it on multiple devices. You can share it. And now they're like, nah, we're not gonna do it. Because
yeah.
if that was the case, right? If you didn't want that, if that's not something you want people to do, then you would have disabled that feature for a long time ago. But you literally allow people to have like at least 3 devices, depending on the tier that you have. Like, come on, like no one's stupid.
Also, Ray, you have to remember all those movies that they streamed, like all the originals, right, or all the original shows and whatnot. How do those fucking shows and episodes make their money? On views, not on accounts. They make those shits on views. So like, how many times did the different people watch that fucking movie? Not on just accounts alone, and just how many times those movies got viewed. And then or those episodes got viewed, because every time they're like, oh, this many it got, they'll never say, oh, these many different accounts viewed this movie. They say, this is how many times this movie was streamed, or how
Mhm.
many times this episode was streamed, and then they set the record for that, right? It is never by per account, it's per view. And so that's what I'm saying. They kill themselves by doing the not sharing fucking passwords things, when they were like a huge ambassador to it before, like Josh said.
Mhm.
They
You
also
know,
make money on deals too.
exactly.
Deals, the subs. Subs
Mhm.
do count, but a lot of it's made on deals.
Right. And they're also made by views. Like, a lot of people will ask, like, how do they make their money and pour all this fucking money
No,
into
well,
a
so
original movie, and then and what do they say? It's per how many people view that movie,
the
and whether that shit did really good. Look at House of Cards. It wasn't because it was per account. It was because all the
yeah,
people
yeah,
that
but so the
viewed.
bottom line is that Netflix is gonna stay away from making any more heroes oriented content or anything related to that
That's
realm
weird.
because
That's super weird to me, because they bought Millar's fucking whole fucking IP for his comic book lines. They bought what I think Dark Horse's fucking IP lines. They bought fucking what is it? I think the company that's behind fucking the Umbrella company with their
Hmm
comic book line. You know how many fucking comic book lines they fucking bought their IPs for, so that they can stream it on their fucking service? Like, it makes no fucking sense
I
why they
mean,
did
I
it,
think
though.
maybe it could also be maybe pressure from the investors, you know,
I guess.
maybe that, or the CEO is just scared, maybe. But
Mm,
I can, and Netflix is gonna continue bringing out good content. I think they'll be fine. Like,
yeah.
look at Stranger Things right now. That shit's hype. Like, people are like, oh my god, can't wait to see Stranger Things 4. Like,
the thing is
it's
they don't want to waste the money they've been wasting already on all these contents they made. Even though it's great content that people were like, dude, just keep making the same content. We're not gonna go anywhere if you keep doing that. But they say, oh,
and
I
then don't
can't.
restrict me from sharing
Yeah, but I
my
mean
account with my
that's beside the
friends.
point. But the thing is, they said like, oh, no, money. Oh, I keep bleeding like that.
Well,
So
I mean,
that's why they
Netflix.
say they want to keep them away from themselves from that, because if they keep trying to compete with big studios like HBO Max and Disney, they're not gonna make any fucking money.
Crazy thing
Which
is that Netflix and like a lot of these streaming services, especially Netflix, they make their money on getting into debt. Like they don't they bleed money every freaking year, but they make their money on debt. And then like I don't know what they're talking about. Like, it's crazy.
well, let's see what they do after this. I mean, we could just call them hypocrites later on when they decide just
Yeah,
to,
we'll see.
we
Don't
just
flip
keep
it,
them.
flip that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna call them out when they start like going after people because they share their passwords.
Yep.
And you know what? They don't, because they announced that and they saw that people, obviously unsubscribe, right? But all of these companies like Disney and HBO Max are like, It doesn't sound bad. We're also gonna announce an ad subscription base because Peacock has one, and I believe Hulu has one too, right? And they said, look, we're also gonna include one, huh?
Has what?
An ad subscription base, like where you pay a little bit of subscription, but you still get ads.
It's crazy because Hulu started as a free thing online. You
Get
can watch
ads.
TV shows for free, all that stuff free, no ads at the time.
A long time
Then it
ago.
got more popular and more popular. They even had great anime at the time too, and then then they added ads to it. Then Hulu became you can watch live, not live, but TV shows that just aired within like 3 hours. You can watch it on Hulu. That's what a lot of people watched it for, because a lot of people, they're busy. They don't have time to go at 9 p.m. to watch, the primetime shows. They'll just watch it on Hulu. Plus the other content they had on Hulu too. And then a lot of that stuff got ditched out, and not many people like Hulu anymore. And also they never fix the glitches. So, but and then now, and then I think when they moved it to ads, then they made a premium version, which was like, oh, no ads. And I was like, ain't that crazy? I'm paying for premium already, and I have to pay premium plus Nintendo premium plus to not get ads. And then I think if Netflix adds
Mhm.
to their platform, I think that's gonna kill it, because everyone's already used to not having the ads. So imagine, like, yeah, now you're gonna get ads. You gotta pay to not have ads. You're gonna have more people leave your fucking platform, bro.
Okay, we'll see what happens with Netflix, and let's see if everyone adapts themselves with the ad service, just so because people start bitching and like, I don't want to pay this much money. All right, you're gonna get ads. So I guess that's what eventually is gonna happen. All right, so let's move on to the next topic right here before we run on more time. It's obviously about Star Wars. Who has been watching the Obi-Wan Kenobi
I
series on
haven't
Disney?
seen Obi-Wan yet.
Show yourself. No, 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 no. Have you, Andres?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Ruben hasn't. Yeah.
I'll probably watch episode 1 tonight.
Either way, yeah. But so right now, the controversy is the fact that people watched it. Some people have mixed feelings about it because of what decided to, you know, people who actually wrote the story, but decided to just focus on these 3 episodes, and people have mixed feelings about it. But some people had decided not to just focus on that, but also in the fact that there's this new actress who's playing the Inquisitor, or one of their assistants out of it.
Yeah,
Well,
Reva.
she's
Reva, right?
she's an inquisitor and she's a third sister for
There you
the
go.
inquisitor.
And some people have, I mean, I guess, don't like the idea that she is black.
I don't,
Ugh.
Ah,
I don't think. Well,
nah.
part of it is, but like Chewie was saying too, and it's weird because we were saying it before, like all the hoopla was happening with her on socials. But like me and Chewie could not get with her character. Like
Yeah, but that's
she,
different.
yeah, this is different. But like her, it's weird. I guess we can say like her as an actress, as like her being a third sister. We were just like, we don't feel it. Like, I don't know. We were it. Her motives were like just like,
They're
oh, I just
questionable.
gotta do Obi-Wan. I just gotta do Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
And it's just like, dude, we get it. Like, oh my god, you sound like a
yeah.
fucking obsessed stalker.
Yeah,
It's
it doesn't quite fit well, right, to the
yeah,
story.
it doesn't. Right.
It's
And
almost like
so
force. But
yeah, it's kind of forced. Also, it's just weird too because there's also a lot of like weird inconsistencies throughout the show, and you're like, What?" Like it looks like the shit was kind of rushed in all reality.
Mm.
So I mean, and
it did once
it's
announced
still
one day for another,
it's
right?
still look, it's good, but it's not amazing.
No.
It's good. It's satisfactory. It kind of goes like, all right, cool. Like I'll keep watching the episodes, but it's not like,
It's not a
oh
Mandalorian.
shit,
Oh
I
my
can't
god.
wait to see what's happening next episode. It's not like that. Like even though like we saw Darth Vader and all that shit, it just
Eh.
I don't know. Like even with with those scenes with Darth Vader, it just I'm like there was one scene with him and I was like literally like in my head going, why the fuck aren't you doing anything about it? Like to Darth Vader, like why aren't you doing anything about that? Like you literally can fucking move what is it, like Imperial ships with the fucking
Frequency.
Force
Yep.
and
Yeah.
save the fucking universe with the fucking Force and fucking like and Rebels and I mean not Rebels and Clone Wars. You literally fucking beat two gods, fucking Force gods, but yet you couldn't do what was in front of you. And like it made no fucking sense. I was just like, this shit is mad inconsistent. So, I mean, it's cool. And at one point, and also Leia, the little girl, is a little fucking annoying. It's she's
And the
super
people were
annoying.
like, they came back to the kid. You know how like I think it was episode one that they focused on the kid, and
Yeah,
that actor got so much shit about it because people didn't like him. That
right.
eventually he said like, I'm gonna quit acting.
Yeah, but she's annoying. Like I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, no,
If
I think it's the direction that took this show. Some people
I
were
don't
waiting to be like mainly focused on what happened to Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they thought that because they got this Mandalorian show that was very driven, the story of the Mandalorian, that was gonna be the same. And then
made
they got
Obi-Wan
this.
they also made Obi-Wan look like a little bitch. I
So,
was just like,
so,
That's bad.
so you got all this like people questioning the show and how it didn't doesn't fit well to what the people were expecting.
right.
So just like what happened, I think what was it, episode 8 or 9 that we watched with that Asian character that was with what was the name of that dude? Uh,
What a
the black dude,
on what though?
Finn. I think it was Finn, right? That's his name.
You're talking about the movies.
Yeah. Star Wars
New Star
movies.
Wars?
Was it Finn?
Okay. Yeah.
And this
Finn
is the new
Fry.
movies.
The the black dude who black the
Yeah,
black actor.
Stormtrooper? Yeah, the
Yeah,
Stormtrooper.
yeah. What was his name?
Finn.
Finn, right?
Finn.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so he falls in love with this Asian girl, right?
Oh, Rose.
Yeah, and then that story just got anywhere, right? It was just forgotten.
Oh, it was super random too.
Yeah, some people
Like
got
super
pissed.
forced on, super random. But I
So
mean, they also did Finn dirty as a character.
yeah,
Super fucking dirty.
they just forgot about him
But
after episode
He thought he was
7.
gonna have the Forge, everything. He's gonna
yeah,
be
I mean
next one, bro.
they basically the first what was it like episode
7, yeah,
I
7?
don't know.
yeah.
That shit was like they hinted a shitload of about him, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they go to the next movie and
He's in the background.
Nothing.
And that's the problem with having
Yeah, bro.
different directors.
yeah,
It's that. I hated that, dude.
So
yeah,
now,
Well, Obi-Wan can start Morbin.
shit. Hey, fucking they're coming back this weekend.
You
Fucking
know
more
what's crazy? Leave it to the fans to make this movie.
wait,
No.
hold up. So Obi-Wan in general, just the show. Have you seen the score on Rotten Tomatoes?
No.
It has
No.
86 from critics and it has 56 from actually the audience.
Damn.
So imagine, and I feel bad for the actors because they felt like they were like make fun of and people criticize so much because of the 3 episode saga, and now they were so happy because people were actually asking for this to happen, and now they're getting these reviews. I don't know how they're gonna feel.
right. 'Cause I mean,
Yeah,
again,
wait
like
for the whole series to finish.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
guess.
yeah, but I mean, like we're almost halfway there. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's only
also
six
think
episodes. Yeah.
yeah, I think they've also fucked up by giving you 2 episodes on day one. Like, I'm like, dude, we're
Why
already at
did they do that?
because of Star
Because
Wars Day. It was
Oh,
celebration.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
supposed.
think that's why they messed it up.
Thing
Yeah,
is,
so like,
they
I think they shouldn't have done that because we're already halfway in. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like that's just gonna be over like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So just like, dude, I don't know. Like
So
I was kind of underwhelmed, but I also didn't expect like the biggest thing in the world either. But I was just
I thought it
like
was gonna be at least good because we've been,
it's good.
but
It's not Mandalorian great.
bro, okay. What do you guys thought about the Boba Fett?
I loved it.
Boba Fett was good, and then Mandalorian hijacked the show,
Oh
and then
my god! But when he came, I was like, I don't
Ah.
think there was a Mandalorian on season
and then
two.
and then you forget it's Boba Fett's show.
Yeah, but look, but it was a great show, right? Well, if he hijacked it or not.
I really enjoyed Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Some people are saying that it wasn't good until Mandalorian showed up, and I was like, no.
Nah.
It was good.
Yeah.
The
It's just-
Mandalorian said it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Man, when he was slaying them with the dark saber, oh
yeah.
man, you can tell he's a rookie at it, but the way he was wielding it, how he was messing up.
Well, the lore is that he has to be like super confident, like with himself, in order to actually like wield the sword. Because if you're not, like if you have like doubts or whatever, like the dark saber senses it, and so it gets heavier on you. That's why like when the dude, remember the Mandalorian that was like super heavy,
Yeah.
and you know he's like even like more fit and more thicker than the Mandalorian, right? Like the one that we know.
Yeah.
He couldn't pick up this dark saber because remember he takes it off Mando, and then he tries to pick it up and he tries to swing it, and it was heavier for him than it was for Mando.
Mm.
Yeah, so it just it has to do with like the lore behind the dark saber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just knows everything about anything.
but
We don't know the
but
Star Wars show.
just coming.
Yo, if you need a human encyclopedia about nerd shit, it's Andres.
Mhm. But just coming back to the topic alone, I don't think that, this actress has nothing to do with the fact that the way the executives and directors took this show, the direction they took it. I mean, that's not her fault, right? Just going back to that.
Also, it's the writer's fault.
Yeah.
A lot of that has to do with the writers, but
The
also
actors are just doing their job.
yeah, but I think also people are also comparing them to Rebels, and it is like nothing. How she look, third sister does not look like her at all. Like
Yeah, that's why
that's why
it comes
it
back to
is-
the simple criticism that people are doing. That the reason why she was hired is because of the diversity. You want more
Right.
diversity in
Well,
Star Wars? Just bring a black girl.
but the thing is, the third sister was an alien. Like they literally, it could still be her, but under makeup, right?
Yeah.
Like the other two are on full fucking makeup. The other dude you can tell is super fucking Asian, and yet he's under makeup as an alien. Could have done the same thing with her. But they
It's funny
not-
that the dude who's playing the Asian dude is the one who comes out in like Fast and the Furious. The dude who
Is that him?
dies. Yeah, the one who dies.
He comes back.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but that's him. That's him.
Yo, the Fast and
Exactly.
Furious is the one movie where they will pull Houdinis on you and be like, no
Well,
one
you
died.
thought I was
It's
dead?
it's like Dragon Ball Z. No one's truly dead.
You could revive it again.
Hey, Gal Gadot never came back.
Oh,
She
sure.
alive somewhere. She go make
So-
show.
Bro, she fell out of a fucking plane.
And Han blew up in a car.
Yeah, he's supposed to blow up.
Hey,
man.
The crazy
Hey,
thing is,
you never saw
literally-
that.
No, yes, you did.
No.
You
But-
did.
In Tokyo Drift, no. In Tokyo Drift, he was looking at him, and the car blew up.
Yeah, but the car blew up when at a
No,
I get the fuck.
Camera.
No, Andre,
But
no.
you know what?
it
Hey.
literally blew up.
It
while
blew
you were
up.
looking at him.
is the Flash, bro. You don't fucking know.
Yeah, you know who's the last person who has to show up? That one dude who dies in the first movie, who gets shot.
Oh, well, both of them. Remember, he also had the bigger dude with the beard. He died too.
Oh, in the second movie, right?
No,
Oh,
the first one.
Oh, he got. Oh, yeah, in the trailer.
Yeah,
They showed
thing-
them like getting shot, they ain't come back.
No, but he gets shot and then he's taken on an airplane. Remember, or in a
right.
These
helicopter.
guys
They,
literally made a
both of
suit.
them never come back.
They don't. He doesn't come back because supposedly he's supposed to be in jail.
Yeah, but I mean, both of them though.
All right, so
Superhuman.
we made this about Fast and Furious, and just to laugh, let's move on to the next topic,
It's Morbin
Morbius.
time.
bro.
So it was announced that they're going with a
Why?
Morbius 2, and I think there's a
I thought it was pretty hilarious the way
they revealed it.
they revealed it.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto has a great sense of humor.
Yeah,
Even though people like say this movie is god trash, he's like, nah, I'm just playing the character, bro. I'm having fun.
right.
It's funny.
Morbin time.
And
The
it-
Morbin. Like, who came up with that shit?
You know
Well,
what's
supposedly the meme started because someone said that he says that in the movie, and so like it got passed around TikTok, and it just became a meme,
yeah.
and then so it became so much a meme, and people were saying, "Well, if you don't believe me, go watch the movie," because he says that in the movie. Like at one
What
point, he says
part?
that. No. I'm not saying that I didn't see the movie. So
Oh, it's just someone saying, okay.
someone saying that it happens in the movie, and then so they're like, if you don't believe me, go watch the movie. And I think the meme is the movie's so horrible, but this one thing you have to go see it for just this one thing,
Mhm.
right? And then it just became a meme.
Yeah.
It
The
was
meme
bad, man.
became so popular that Sony Studios decided, you know what, fuck it. People are beginning to talk about this movie. Let's put them in theaters again.
They must love it.
They put it back in
Thou-
theaters for I think
to a
1,000
thousand
theaters.
theaters. Put it back to 1,000 theaters. They're like, let's test our luck, boys.
Bad movie. All right. Oh, we got
Yeah.
Such a bad thing.
It's funny. It's funny. So
let's
we can't wait for the trailer of the Morbius 2.
I hope he says it's Morbin time in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna do it. Just for,
He'd be like, what's time? What time is it?
he's gonna
Morbin.
he's gonna write that meme forever.
Yeah.
And another announcement also, I want to say that I think Strange was Doctor Stranger is coming out on June 22 to Disney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very soon.
Oh,
That
it's
was
really
cool.
soon.
God damn.
Yeah, June 22 was gonna.
Yo, the Batman. I think Warner Brothers movies they get released in theater. Then a month later they're on HBO Max.
No, it's actually not a month later, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, because the Batman was there like a month later.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, now they don't do what they did with fucking the Scarlet movie. Scarlett
Yeah,
Johansson.
I
because
think
that's
I think
probably-
I think
that's
that's what
probably
they're doing. They're gonna release it first, and then give it a month to put it on a streaming service. And then you can still go watch it in theaters if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because let's be real, when it comes to movies and theaters, the first 2 weeks is really what matters.
Because the Black Widow, you had to buy it. Remember how you had to buy those Disney movies?
Yeah, you have to buy it on the streaming service, which is why Scarlett Johansson sued them.
But you don't have they don't do that anymore, right?
No,
I haven't heard doing it yet.
no, it's just straight theater, and then 3 months later, when it comes out on Blu-ray, on
They're doing it even earlier.
I
because-
think them doing it a month or maybe a month and a half or 2 is good enough time frame. Because after a month, ain't nobody going to the theater to watch the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of the money is made on
Unless it's Morbius.
Unless you release like an Avatar movie or some shit, but
See, Avatar's gonna be on HBO Max or Disney, right? It's Disney.
Disney, it's already
Okay.
on there.
Oh, it's already there. You can watch it. Avatar too.
The first one.
Oh.
You wish we could see it.
Yeah, all right then. All right, guys. With that, we leave you guys for today. Make sure to tune in next week at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Yet again, another Friday. We're gonna be with the squad. With that being said, make sure to check out our social media. The link's gonna be down below. And until then, take care. Peace.
Deuces.
Take care.
Yeah.